Hi, how you doing everyone? It's me, Green Zero, and I'm bringing you another game today for Kane's Wrath, obviously. Why did I even say that? Of course it's Kane's Wrath. I don't do any other games but Kane's Wrath. Anyway, let's have a look. This one's for Media Blitz number week 4, final one. I'm rambling already. How quick was that? We have CZ Tauren and ImTIBIS. So ImTIBIS, oh, Steel Talons. Oh, sweet. Sweet Steel Talons. Oh, wicked. I didn't even realise that until I loaded this up right then and saw that. So CZ Tauren is GDI, ImTIBIS, both casted these guys before a couple of times. So let's jump straight in, and we have our Steel Talons player. ImTIBIS up here on the right hand side. He was yellow, wasn't he? Yes, he is. And CZ Tauren is on the opposite side of the map. And this is Small Town USA. Have not been on this map for a while. I mean, I haven't casted on this map for a while. I really like it. I really love to play on it. Great map, really good for Steel Talons. But versus GDI, I mean, it's probably not the team he wanted to face on this map here. I mean, Orcas are really nasty, especially if they sneak up on you. It's pretty easy to defend with all the structures. No one has any serious garrison clearing units except for grenadiers, which in 1.02 aren't that great. You pretty much just build them just to clear structures out, and that's pretty much it. So it's going to be pretty even. I mean, Pred APC, you can try it. I've seen people do it, but against Steel Talons on this map, it's going to be difficult because all the buildings are going to give the Titans the advantage they need to hold that. And in Steel Talons late game may hold a significant advantage due to the Behemoth Juggernaut comparison there. The Behemoth, despite contrary or popular belief, is actually better than the Juggernaut. It has more armor, 10% more armor, and everything else is exactly the same, except the Behemoth has a garrison and a garrison bunker. And it doesn't have bombardment abilities because obviously it's not as advanced as the Juggernaut. The Juggernaut MK3 or whatever it's called was designed to be a purely artillery unit. That's why it gets the wickedly, unbelievably awesome ability that no one ever uses, which is to be able to shoot across the entire map from wherever you are using a sniper team. And I don't know why people don't do that more often, because in the very rare times I've seen it, it's just been devastating. It just goes in and bam, knocks out the enemy tech center. There's nothing they can do about it. It's gone before they even realize it's been hit. And so yeah, I guess it's one of those things which is requires a little bit of micro, and that seems to shun some people away. I mean, I wish people would do that more often. Like I said, when I see it happen, it's been really good, and I've kind of gone way off track here. Let's have a look what CZ Tauren's doing. Where's his second ref? His second ref is stalled because he's trying to get out a third harvester at the same time. I'm not sure if that's good because ImTIBIS already has both refs, and he's bringing in dual load at the same time, and he's got his other harvester coming. So that was probably a bit bad by CZ Tauren. He appears to be slightly behind his fourth harvester. He's just out now, so his fourth harvester was out sooner, but ImTIBIS has probably been harvesting more efficiently, so it's going to be pretty close. He's got his racks up now. What's the power doing? He's got both his power plants up as well, so his base is more developed. Second power plant coming up now by CZ Tauren, so yeah, really not much of a trade-off there. I'm not sure who's going to benefit from that. Still very even, both sides choosing to go for their eco. It looks like ImTIBIS has scouts on the left-hand side and the right-hand side, so he monitors all the expansions and the routes here. He's got one scouting squad here, but CZ Tauren has nothing. He has no eyes on the right or left side of the map, but he has 3 garrisons in the center. Probably not necessary. He probably just needs this one and that one, and he could have sent that squad somewhere else. But no, he wants it there because he's obviously going to work this building down. He's not counting on ImTIBIS doing anything about that. Yeah, here comes the Grenadier squad. Oh, you better leave. Oh no, bam. It's probably not even worth the micro to save that squad anyway. But yes, it does come in handy to have the extra scouts. And he sold his barracks straight away, so obviously not opting to go for any rockets or anything like that. He's pumped out a 5th harvester. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, a 6th harvester. He's got 6 harvesters. So he's got an extra one there just for a little bit of boost. He's going to find that he's going to have some harvesters queuing up, but he's going to be able to harvest that pretty quickly. And oh no, did he just sell CZ Tauren? Sold his Cognac. He's going all in dual war factory here. Does he have a comm center? No, he doesn't have a comm center. Did he get? He's got an engineer and a rifleman squad in there, so he's going all in Predator tanks. Like I said, I don't think this is going to work. But seeing as how CZ Tauren, oh no, not CZ Tauren, ImTIBIS, he's going for his expansion, he's going dual Orca, and this is going to be great versus this strategy. He's got Titans out. Again, he could have just chunked these up with all rockets, and there was nothing CZ Tauren could do about it because he doesn't have a comm center, he doesn't have a Conyard or a barracks, so he'd be all out there. Obviously, both sides paying for not scouting each other's main base. This is going to be critical. Looks like ImTIBIS is going to see this now. He's got Grenadier squads in here. They really should be attacking that structure there, but he's throwing them at tanks there. Obviously, they're missing by a mile because the tanks are too quick. I think he's going to catch on. He needs to destroy that before he loses that building. Oh no, clear the scouts, ImTIBIS. He's obviously flat out panicking, trying to get his orcs up. No, where are they going? They need to defend his base. He can't use them to go raid harvesters because he needs to defend his base. He's pumping out the infantry now, but it's a little bit too late. They're not going to get any garrisons. If he had this triple rocket, that would just be a hassle. And he's even trying to silo block there, trying to use the silos. I use them every game, by the way, but probably a little bit more effectively than that. It looks like ImTIBIS. Oh no, there's an engineer there. He's going to lose his Conyard. Oh no, ImTIBIS. What is that? Another wall up coming up there. So it's got dual barracks, but oh man, he must not have even seen that. And can you really blame him? There was so much going on there that he probably didn't realize there was going to be an engineer coming out of one of those APCs, but he may hold this off. He has decimated those numbers pretty bad. He's finally cleared that structure out there. Oh, those tines really coming in handy there, but he sold one of his, barracks off. What's he going to do now? He's got 2 harvesters he's forgotten about. There's so much going on that both sides don't know what they're doing, and it looks like ImTIBIS is scouted out. He can see no Conyard. He used those scouts from here, so he knows that the Conyard must have been sold because he can't see it anywhere on the map. And it looks like CZ Torrent is pulling back. He sold the Conyard, so he sold the Conyard. He's going to take this spike. I think ImTIBIS needs to stop that. Oh no. A Rifleman squad would really come in handy there, but he's going to take that. He needs to recapture that back straight away and get a Conyard out. He should be working on a Conyard. There are his Orcas. His Orcas obviously being used to defend there. He has not destroyed any harvesters. And oh man, CZ Torrent, he probably could have won the game. Look at all the forces he's got here. And he just chose to pull them up. Maybe he was worried about those Orcas coming back because he didn't really hurt those numbers at all. That Harvester reverse moving away from something. I don't know. He's bringing all his forces back. His Harvesters, some of them are just sitting around there. What is he doing? He's out of Tiberium and he doesn't really know. I mean, his Harvesters don't know what to do. They're not trying to leech or anything like that. He needs to either sell one of his Conyards and get a MCV out. But yeah, he really has a distinct advantage here because ImTIBIS didn't have a Conyard either. But he's just replaced it now and he's going to go for an expansion. He has not used the time to repair those 2 tines up. Look at that, we've got 2 tines, one in the orange and one in the red. He did not use the time to repair those tines, and that can be critical. I mean, the tines can shoot from behind structures. The Orcas are somewhere now. There's only 6. It's not a full dual airfield. And what are they going to do? It looks like a pit spam out. So yeah, CZ Torrent really getting hit back there. I think when he was going to be that aggressive and he didn't push it, ImTIBIS has been allowed to somewhat recover, but there is now a massive army here. Look at all the tanks, APCs, and pitfalls there. Oh man, if he wants to end the game now, he can certainly do it. I think what ImTIBIS is going to do though, is perhaps, what's happening up here? A harvester getting taken out, so ImTIBIS knows they're moving up the left hand side, obviously because of his Orcas as well. What's he attacking there? He's attacking harvesters. He may have gone in and attacked harvesters there as well. Yes, I think, oh no, look at that, he's moved a few up here, so a couple of harvesters may have gone down to Orcas, but I think what ImTIBIS is going to do, he's just going to expand and perhaps even just sell his entire base. He can build support airfields, he can't build normal airfields because he doesn't have a comm center. And that's a defensive structure, by the way, so he could be queuing and replacing his airfields because he's going to lose his entire base. Oh, ImTIBIS, if you ever needed to use the combat airfield, now would be the perfect timing because he could maintain his build queue and pop those structures because yes, they do count as a defense. I said that already. It looks like he's, I mean, he's known about that attack there for a while and he hasn't really, I mean, he's not selling off. Oh, there you go, there's a sell. Still not selling off. He probably needs his mate. There you go, sells his airfields off. I'm not sure where his Orcas are. His Orcas are over here and he's silo dropping. Again, because he sold his airfields now, he can't place combat airfields, which would help him a lot against those tanks. I mean, the APCs and the pitbulls he can take with what he's got, but those Predator tanks are going to make a difference, and now he's losing his power. I'm not sure if he's just trying to buy time by leaving them there. Perhaps I would leave them there just to buy time, but really you think he'd sell them because he's probably pretty low on cash, and there's a war factory out now. He's repairing these guys here, and he's just full walling up this here, but those silos, the thing about silos are only $100. Yes, they're cheap, but they have pretty much no armor. The Orcas there, were they expending ammunition? I think they may have been, yes, because they're burning up and they have no fields. If really, unless he's going to place a comm center and get some airfields now, he can really just use those as targets. I mean, they're burning and crashing. It doesn't look like CZ Torrent is going to attack though, and that's going to hurt him. If CZ Torrent did attack, he could have ordered the Orcas over the top just to distract all the pitbulls and the APCs from shooting at what they really need to be shooting at. But yeah. There you go, he is trying to save these last Orcas. That one there is going to die. Yep, look at that, health going down. He may be able to save 3, and at least that's something. I mean, he needs to place this airfield right now. ImTIBIS, yes, there we go. Orders them over. Nice work. Selling off some of those silos there. I'm not sure if he's going to go for a ref or what, but CZ Torrent has packed out his Conyard again. Not packed out, rebuilt, and he's look at that big sell-off at his base there. He's obviously sold one of his refs and his war factory, and he's got a little bit of Tiberium and these 3 harvesters there, so he's got a bigger army, but his base isn't as well developed. But having said that, it doesn't look like ImTIBIS' base is well developed either. And he's got 3 spikes. CZ Torrent operating on 3 spikes, and he's just going to come down here and attack, and the build radius only reaches to where these silos are here. Not the best placed either. He hasn't rotated them. Oh, he's not rotating those very well at all. That's just going to be kind of an obstacle for both sides there. But yes, there goes the Rifleman squad just to scout. He could have put triple rockets in this building by now, and yeah, really he must have known that was there, so, and he's missed out there, so the Titan's going to try to fire from behind the structures. Let's bring up the health bars here now. Oh yes, and that's probably why I don't play with health bars on in a situation like this, because there's just too much clutter, and it's hard to distinguish whose force is whose unless you have yours selected. And look at those silos going down very quickly. Those Titans should force move back. I'm not sure where the Orcas are. They're obviously out somewhere raiding. Yeah, those Titans need to move back behind those structures. Nice power plant drop there. Power plants are an expensive wall, but if you've got to build them, you might as well wall them. And look at that, some nice silo placement now, a little bit better. Again, I thought those Titans would have pulled back towards the War Factory because he's going to lose this area here. He might go in for a crush, and here we go. Ooh, that's why you don't go around the buildings when the Titans are there. Nice move there by ImTIBIS. He went out and then quickly turned around when he realized the enemy was just going to force move back or reverse move back. That's what you got to do. You kind of move forward, move back, move forward, move back as they move forward, move back, and get back behind the wall and then come around when they try to come around. So it just harasses them because that Harvester there, that Harvester may go down. He may be able to save it, but ImTIBIS has just demolished that army, and he's kept a surprisingly large amount of his not his Orcas, his Titans. He's actually still got 4 Orcas there. Again, they're burning up, and he has no comm center, so he's back where he was. He needs to get those Titans on the repair now because there's 3 of them. Oh no, is he going for a counter attack? He's got 4 Titans that really, all 3 that need definite repairs. And there is a veteran Titan there as well, which you don't really see in 1.02 because their veterancy is bugged. Apparently they need as much veterancy as a mammoth tank to go up, which is not very nice at all. In the 1.03, veteran Titans are much more common. You might see, one every 1 to 2, depending on what the game's like. They're not completely common, but you see them as much as you see Predator tanks to that. But because I tend to work Titans a lot for their use, get them behind the walls, get them going a lot, and those Orcas are all going to burn up. I don't think he's going to be able to place this quickly enough. He's going to lose them all. Oh, that veteran one lasting a few seconds longer. And yes, that's too late to this, and you're low on power, buddy. You need to power that up or upgrade that. What's he doing is destroying these power plants. He should move out, regain this spike, and even take that spike, because look at this, CZ Tauren has Jewel. He's got Jewel here, and he doesn't have any really air defense. He's got those guys there, but he doesn't have to worry about Orcas. I don't think he realizes the Orcas are all dead, and you can't really blame him for not realizing that. It looks like ImTIBIS is going to rebuild those guys. He needs a second ref because he's got 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got 6 harvesters lined up. That is not good at all. Is one actually docked? I know that one there was trying to dock. It gets a little bit iffy when that happens, but he's going to attack straight away. Some of those Titans are very heavily damaged. It's not going to take a lot to knock them down, especially since rocket troopers are going to be the counter. Can he destroy the Conyard? I mean, he's got enough forces here, but I think he's just going to, yes, he's going to divert those guys there. Those rockets could jump in the structure, or he's probably just going to set, no, he's going to put them in the structure. Good idea, but they need they can't really fire through that stuff there. They're going to have to, if his Conyard was moved up here, it would be better. There's an air defense up there, but it's not really going to do much. What's CZ Tauren doing? He doesn't really have much to micro, and he didn't bring those forces down. I'm not quite sure. And look at that, the rockets, like I said, are really powerful against Titans. Titans just get eaten by rockets way better than anything else. The veteran Titan goes down, and those towers there now. He's going to go all in after the construction yard, and I think he's realised he's not going to get it. So these forces are going to be wasted because CZ Tauren could probably just chuck an engineer in there, and he's even, oh no, there's heroic rifles, not rifles, rockets there. So ImTIBIS not doing that counter-attack too effectively. He's definitely not going to, he got pretty close, but he's not going to get that Conyard. And all these units are going to go down. So CZ Tauren getting a nice decisive win there. But in the meantime, ImTIBIS has worked back his base. He's got dual Orca airfield again. So both these sides, no one going for the tech center, and we are heading into what I would call the late game now. I'm not quite sure what minute it would be, because there is no timer in this game, which would actually be quite handy, I think. StarCraft 2 has a timer, and people tend to say a lot about timing pushes and stuff like that. But yeah, a timer would be nice in Kane's Wrath. But we haven't got one. CZ Tauren, though, it's critical here that he's on 3 spikes, and that's 30 credits a second. That's a lot of money. That's just been pooling as well, and he's going to be really benefiting off that. I don't think ImTIBIS has realised, hey man, get the spikes back or destroy them or do something. He's got 6 Orcas up here now. This is the part where I think it's really going to be hurting, because CZ Tauren has been holding those spikes for such a long time. Both sides have lost their main, but really CZ Tauren pretty much sold most of his. And I think, yeah, ImTIBIS should have cleaned these power plants up rather than suiciding after the Conyard, but it looks like these Orcas are going to come in and they're going to be able to tank that damage there. They're just going to try to hit these numbers here, and they might get, there's only going to be 1 Harvester left after this, but how many Orcas going to pay? He's going to try and save those 2. Will he save 1? Maybe save 1? Yes, he's going to be able to sell. Ooh, that was close. He saved 1, but yeah, what I'm talking about here is the construction yard. It would have been much cheaper to just build an engineer and repair it fully, other than repair it like this, because this is going to cost a lot of money, I think. And maybe he should have called the Orca strike in before he sent his own Orcas in, because that would have distracted the anti-air for a few seconds. But look at this, CZ Tauren has gone all the way to tier 4. He dropped his tech center and dropped a space uplink. What could he possibly use that on at the moment? I'm not quite sure, because ImTIBIS doesn't really have an army to be shockwaved. And I mean, he doesn't, maybe for the supersonic, I don't know, but he had enough air defense at home to keep that down pat. No, he's going for the Marv. Maybe he's going to use the shockwave later on. I think he would have got his Marv out before he built the space uplink command, because there's no cooldown when you first place it. You can just use it straight away as long as you have 2000. Looks like ImTIBIS is going to do the same thing, but Steel Talon's epic unit is not good. Not good at all. So both sides just decided, oh, hang on, wait, it feels like the late game, perhaps I should build a tech center. And they're both doing that now. There's 2 behemoths out here, and that's going to be able to repel this attack. There's just infantry there, so I don't think the infantry are going to get in, especially since these towers are just getting drafted here. Towers, rockets, I'm not sure how much money ImTIBIS has got. There's plenty of Tiberium left on the map. Even the main fields are regrowing. Look at ImTIBIS' main field there. It's actually got a significant amount of Tiberium there. That's a lot of, that's a couple of $1,000 there, probably about $10,000 worth, if not more. Tiberium there, so he definitely could benefit from going back there. It looks like both sides are just going to pour all into their tech. What's happening over here? Oh, one Orca is snuck back in. It's going to get another harvester. There is triple ref here by CZ Tauren, but he only has 1 harvester. He's got his Marv out, but really, does he have any money to put anything in it? He could sell his Reclamator Hub to get 1 railgun unit out of there, but yeah, I think he probably should just sell one of his refineries because he's got 3 and 1 harvester, which is just going to suck. He should stop repairing that straight away. He's not building anything. His build is completely stuck, and his harvester appears to be harvesting off just these tiny little dead pieces of Tiberium here from dead harvesters, which is not good because they'll just clean that up and then they go straight back, so you need to order them to the next piece. So yeah, if you see harvesters, if you have dead harvesters and you have harvesters, look at that, he's just cleaned up a tiny little bit of Tiberium, he's going back. That's the problem when you lose a lot of harvesters, like against the Nod player, you got to really micro your harvesters back because they'll go and clean up the little bit of Tiberium that comes out of the dead harvester, then they'll turn around and go back to base. So you should keep an eye on your harvesters, make sure they're not doing that. I thought there was a sniper team there for a second, but it was actually a little glitch out there. Rifleman squad's coming up here, and there is 1 APC. It looks like it's got heroic rockets inside it, which is not good because the APC is just about dead. ImTIBIS could use this opportunity to take that out. Oh, yes he does. Putting heroics inside that almost dead APC was probably a bad idea. He probably should have put it in the other APC because it had a lot more health on it. It looks like there's a Grenadier squad, a second Grenadier squad coming here, so that Marv is actually going to be pretty potent against infantry and somewhat against structures because structures take a lot of damage from grenade type units, but grenadiers themselves aren't exactly building destroyers. Not that you really have them there that much at all. There is a Firehawk over the top, so both sides really investing in their tech. And had they got, oh, no missiles by both sides, they fly right past each other. And is he going to get the space on me? He does get it, doesn't sell it, but he pays for it with a Firehawk, $1,500 for a $3,000 structure and denying him the abilities. That's good. And what is that going to bump? Ha ImTIBIS, not ImTIBIS, CZ Tauren. You put him on hold fire, you bombed a harvester. This has done nothing. That was terrible. He's obviously distracted, heavily distracted there. But he's actually got triple grenaders inside that Marv, and there's an engineer coming, obviously, presumably to take the last garrison there, and he's going to move his MCV a bit too late. It's going to get caught out. Oh no, there it goes. He should have moved that much sooner. He knew that army was coming, and I'm not sure where the enemy Marv is. The enemy Marv, oh, it's all the way down here. What's going on? It's got no garrison, so I see little hope for it other than trying to crush. Because with its just 1 sonic weapon there, and there's actually a zone trooper coming, obviously from the, oh no, I don't know where that came from, maybe the space something command, but it looks like CZ Tauren's base is getting absolutely demolished. And look at that grenade as the Marv actually clearing out the garrison structures. He's got 5 behemoths here, no garrisons in them, probably doesn't need it. Probably should put the rifleman squad up in there. But he can just destroy these last 3 structures and he's won. The enemy Marv now is just carving through this base. Firehawk's not going to make much difference. So that late game, even though the action kept kind of going, they kind of made iffy choices. I'm sure if this was like technique or someone up that high choices, they would have just poured all into more units and kept the aggression going. But these guys both try to go down their tech tree, and even though they just sent these units straight away, and an MCV comes out, can he run? Oh, he may be able to outrun the Marv. Yes he is, and there's a Firehawk coming, and probably wasted his bombs there. Actually managed to kill the zone trooper that came out, so that Marv there actually has a rifleman squad in the last position, so he didn't put the engineer in. The enemy Marv is probably going to get taken out. Oh no, what are you doing? You're getting units run over. Oh, a reverse move over those rockets. That was bad. Where are they going? Is that Bloodhounds? That is being called in by ImTIBIS. He's obviously going to be set. He's about to destroy the Marv, and that is probably all but over for CZ Tauren, who I couldn't help but feel at the start. Where are they going? Oh no, they're going. I thought they were just going to fly off the map without even dropping their units. You couldn't help but feel that CZ Tauren had the start of this game. He had complete map control. He had the aggression, and he just sat there and didn't push it. I really would have liked to seen him have push it, and then when he did push it, ImTIBIS just had enough to hold on with some serious siloing, which was actually pretty good. Harvester going down there from CZ Tauren, and then I think he's captured the Marv out here, not the Marv, the construction yard, and he sells up. He's got a building somewhere here. He's got 3 buildings down here, so that is going to be the end of CZ Tauren. Pretty good game. Yeah, there we go. CZ Tauren has been defeated. So yeah, the start of that game was really interesting, and the mid game really worked. At the end of the game there, in the late game, I think CZ Tauren didn't quite have really the defense he needed, and ImTIBIS took that one. So that was a very nice game. Well done to both players there. 18 minutes 47 seconds. It's great to cast on that map. Love Small Town USA. Looks like 128,700 to ImTIBIS compared to 97,800 from CZ Tauren. So yeah, only about $30,000 in it there, which actually is quite a lot. $30,000 is quite a lot. I mean, it was almost a 19-minute game, so to be separated by that much, you can see here, CZ Torrens all in, suffered here. ImTIBIS just managed to peak up with his expansion and then got hit again, and CZ Torren managed to stable and get even again, but then his economy got hit by those Orcas. I think, yes, Tibis persisted with the Orcas. He desperately tried to get out and hurt Torren, not let him recover. And yeah, that was back and forth like crazy. I had no idea who was going to win that match. So yeah, that was stunning, that one. You see the buildings, well, look at that. Tibis obviously losing his main base there. Units up and down, you can see, oh, that's where he went into the Tiberian field in the bottom right with his massive cloud, and you can see that he probably lost about 60% more units than what Tibis lost there. So that was terribly bad. He really could have caused more damage, I think. He just went on. You can see this is the start bit here where he went in, and oh man, he caused some serious damage. But look at the units go up here, man. He had his units just skyrocketed out, and then he just sat around for a look at this. It's like 5-minute mark to the 9-minute mark. So for 4 minutes, he had a massive army, which didn't really change, and he did nothing with it. And I think CZ Torren, that may have cost you the game, because Tibis there was a little bit up and down. Look at the units there. He couldn't recover. He was trying to get his base up. You could have really pushed in and finished him there. But well done to Tibis. That was a great defense as well. Really love to see Steel Talons. Really love to see this map. I'll stop talking now. Hope you all enjoyed this game, and I'll see you all next time.